Hello, welcome back. It is 6:17. Hey, this morning is continuing to roll on, and so is like the graphics you have behind you, Michael, because we're seeing the wet weather out there, some wintry precipitation.
Moving across the metro as we speak, and it's not anything very heavy. It's not going to amount to a whole lot, but certainly for some of us allowing for a wet drive, and we'll watch those bridges and overpasses that may have a chance to even get a few slick spots as the temperatures drop through the remainder of the morning. But zoomed out here on dual Doppler across the area, you can see the light snow that's coming right into the metro. Some of this does extend back out to the west of I-35, but a lot of this out here to the west is going to continue to kind of fade away as we go here over the next couple of hours. And eventually, most of this snow will be moving out as we go through the morning as well. So this will primarily be a morning event and then just blustery and cold as we go into the afternoon. And again, we're not expecting a lot out of this, but a light dusting certainly possible down to about I-40. And over here to the east, I've highlighted a spot here, Delaware County, Ottawa County into Adair County, where we may get an isolated 1-inch snowfall total, especially get some of the higher terrain here toward northwest Arkansas. That may allow for just a slightly higher total compared to the dusting that we'll likely see farther to the west. But we're already seeing reports of a dusting or so in even parts of the metro this morning. And zooming in here on dual Doppler, you can see that light snow continues to move through. And meteorologist Emma Landeros has been out in the storm truck this morning monitoring some of those roads in the metro. Emma, you've been out here over the last hour or so. How have things transitioned as we've gone throughout the morning?
Well, Michael, since we last spoke, we've definitely seen some changes across the area. So right now we're on Highway 51 heading westbound over towards the downtown. We went from a little bit of a break from the snow, started seeing a lot more snow. In fact, we even parked over by a Quick Trip. We saw some slight accumulation. And we're seeing some accumulation on vehicles as well. So if you are heading out the door or about to, you may see some on your cars. We've seen some of that on the ground as well. The roads are wet, and in fact, over by 169, we kind of were mainly watching for some slick spots. We did see just some slight slick spots areas over on some bridges and overpasses, so just be cautious of that. The winds are very strong, so we are dealing with some of that blowing snow as well. Just take extra time this morning, be cautious of other drivers, and of course make sure you're bundling up because it is cold out here, Michael.
I appreciate that, Emma. And again, most of the roads are wet, but as Emma was mentioning, watching some of those elevated surfaces, I would not be surprised if we got a few slick spots. Not expecting any major problems, but certainly want to be advised as you're heading out for the morning drive this morning. Again, the timing of this coming in at the time of day and during the morning drive, not exactly ideal, even though it's not going to amount to a whole lot. Again, accumulation-wise, this is not going to be a big deal, but might be just enough to cause a few problems in some spots. Here's what it looks like farther to the east, where we had rain earlier, but as the colder air continues to filter in, we're seeing that transition now to snow as you head here into parts of Cherokee County, back here to near Muskogee and Wagner. And again, farther to the north, seeing some light snow here, Coffeyville up to around Independence. Back edge of that now, working through parts of Pawnee and Osage County. This is the view here from South Tulsa. Again, just an area of light snow. You can see it's not too heavy. Visibility is still pretty good. You can see well off into the horizon here. So that's giving an indication that most of what we're seeing is fairly light, but is going to give us a light dusting in some spots. But as we continue through the morning hours, that snow will be moving out. Might even get a few pockets of some clearing this afternoon, but it is going to be a windy day. Strong winds out of the north and west could gust 40 to 45 miles per hour. So be ready for that. And then tomorrow, a very nice day. Highs in the 50s for tomorrow afternoon. But a windy day. Wind advisory is in effect. Again, sustained winds 15 to 30 miles per hour. We'll have the light snow out there this morning. Hopefully we don't have too many issues with that. Not going to amount to a whole lot. But that temperature just struggling into the mid to maybe upper 30s at best this afternoon. Feeling colder though with that strong northwest wind. Look at the wind chills this afternoon. For the most part staying in the 20s, maybe even some teens farther to the north, and we'll wake up with those wind chills in the teens tomorrow morning. But take advantage of tomorrow and Thursday, a couple really nice days before another blast of cold air moves in on Friday. May have a chance for some light snow on Friday morning. We'll monitor that. The colder air continues to filter in. Look at this. Woo, Sunday, Monday, highs in the teens, maybe some snow to go with it on Sunday. We'll be fine tuning that as we get closer to the weekend.